sunshine. Happy hump day. Come on in, come on in. Come on in. Listen, we got some things to talk about. We have some things to talk about. Woosah. Hey, what's up, Don? Like the video for me, please. Like the video. Y'all, listen, child. I be telling y'all we all out here on the wing in a prayer. I knew it was going down when I seen them folks eating the steaks and lobsters on the military base. I said, Lord, what this mean? See, I didn't grow up in a military family, so I don't know the little signs of when it's about to be on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Old girl just going in on her steak and lobster on camera as she trying to do her little TikTok, her little Instagram. She feeling good about life. Listen, what they say, when you know, you know. This is what we be talking about when we say, when you know, you know. Y'all, we finna talk about the steak and the lobster. Is it steak and lobster season? Is it in uplifting times, in good times? That's celebratory. You're like, yes. In these times, we like, oh, no, this ain't what you want. You want hot dogs. You want chicken nuggets. You don't want that steak and lobster. No, no, no. That's not what we want. Y'all, the messaging. I'm trying to understand. Y'all, I'm new to this. I ain't true to this. I'm new to help me understand the military, y'all, what it mean when they get to feeding the people, the military. What it mean, y'all, when you see steak and lobster and potatoes and hush puppies on the menu? I'm trying to understand. Let me know what it mean. Is that a good thing? Is that what we have? Appreciate Military Appreciation Day, Vet Appreciation Day. Is that what that means? Or it means something else? Do it have the same meaning as death row? I'm just saying, y'all, help me understand. Help me understand. Because I'm learning. Y'all, I don't come on here and act like I know every damn thing. I promise you I don't. But I do be trying to understand. I be trying to see something. I be trying to understand what shit mean out here. So that's where y'all come in there. That's when you come in. You come in. Because I'm trying to understand. I'm up last night. Listen, I got my phone and I'm seeing video after video. These folks, they eating good. It's like, wow, they doing like that. I know we just had a little birthday party on Saturday. The U.S. military birthday, 250 years old. Trump 79. U.S. military 250. We were celebrating. Saturday was the birthday party. I live streamed the birthday party. I live streamed it. Check it out. Saturday, I live streamed the birthday party, and I also live streamed You Ain't No Damn King riots, protests, whatever you want to call them. I streamed that too. I called it the You Ain't No Damn King protests because that's the energy them people had. You ain't no damn king, but it's technically called No King's Day, but AKA You Ain't No Damn King. So check that out. I did that on Saturday. But listen, old girl was going in. Did y'all see that girl? Good morning. Happy hump day. Y'all like the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to another episode of Car Chronicles. Y'all just be trying to get them understand. I got to make the best of this long ass drive. I live in Atlanta. Traffic is on 10. So listen, y'all be getting me through it. Y'all. So while I navigate through damn traffic, I need for y'all to help me understand the meaning behind the steak and the lobster meal for the military. Cause Trump ain't told nobody. He ain't told them babies. He ain't told them y'all get suited and booted. We about to head out. He ain't said what they say. He ain't told me nothing. Ain't nobody told me nothing. So these people like shit, we eating good, but they don't, a lot of them don't know no damn better. They don't damn know. The ones that know over there crying in a fetal position, the ones who knew to this. I done told you I got a little cousin. She knew to this. She just enlisted. Was she just about to? She graduated last May of last year. So she rounding out her first year. She don't know nothing about no steak and lobster. Baby girl, like shit, all my life I had to fight. She don't know nothing about that. So now she out somewhere. Hell, she getting the damn steak and lobster plate too with a potato and some hush puppies and some Kool-Aid. Y'all don't tell me they didn't gave him the Kool-Aid. You know this is just as it. When they set it off with the Kool-Aid. I ain't hear nobody talk about in the TikTok what the drink beverage was, but if they didn't add some goddamn grape Kool-Aid, some red Kool-Aid on the side. This that stuff I'm talking about. I need to understand. Steak and lobster. Are we going to war? Listen, Trump with y'all got steak and lobster on the menu. What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? We got steak and lobster. What we doing? Cause word on the curb is that's it. That's like that lad that yeah, that's that death row. I'm just saying this what they saying, y'all. I don't damn know. I'm in the comments. They like, bitch. I'm a vet. I've been in the military. I cook for the military. This ain't what you want. The steak and the lobster, uh-uh. That's never a good sign. When I say learn something new every day, that was what I learned new yesterday. Some of y'all may have been aware of it, some of y'all not. But listen, word on the curb is when the military get to feeding the military steaks and lobsters, that means we got some news. So y'all get your bellies full because we gonna holler at you. We gotta holler at you for a minute when you finish. Don't rush, take your time. But just know we gotta holler at you. We gotta talk to you about something. We gotta holler at you. We want to make sure you good. Now you need seconds. You want some more? You want some more? Because what they're saying is that you're only getting a meal like that on what we on some deal. I only think of you on two occasions, and one occasion is the damn holidays, and the other occasion is when boots about to be on the ground. Not in the way that I was boots on the ground in DC for spring break, taking pictures and each posing for the gram and doing vlogs. No, no, no. It's a different kind of boots on the ground. This is a real deal Holyfield. The real deal Holyfield. What are we doing? Because listen, while Trump's sending a message talking about, listen, Iran, I need for you to surrender unconditionally. What does that mean? What does that mean? Because to me, we'll talk about what the meaning is to me, to Sheik. To me, unconditionally means I need for you to stand down and don't ask me, Ish. Don't ask me to, well, I need for you to do this. No, I don't need none of that. I just need for you to back that's what it means to me. On me. That means I ain't trying to hear Ish that you trying to say. I just need for you to follow through with these orders. Period. That's what unconditional mean to me. You ain't got no say. You know, you tell your kid, you ain't got no say. You just hell I tell you to do. You ain't got no say. You ain't got no rights. You ain't got no opinion. And I don't give a damn about your feelings or emotions. Y'all know that is what I took from that message. So the Iranian leader, like, listen here, mofo. You must don't know about us because the Irans, we don't back down. That's not what we built on. You better ask somebody. You better look into our history. We bout it. Don't start none, won't be none. I say, oh Lord, we got two fools up here at it. Y'all ever seen when you got two fools up at it, like bout it? That's like Elon. That's how I viewed Elon and Trump when they was bout it at each other for 5 minutes. I said, Lord Jesus, we got two nuts going at it. Two nuts. Y'all, Trump thought he seen it with damn Elon. He ain't seen nothing. These people in Iran, that leader said, sir, America, Americans, USA, US, whatever the freak y'all want to refer to yourself as, Savior, God's Savior, God's people, whatever, the Calvary, whatever you want to refer to yourself as, man, we ain't backing down. We're not backing down. We're not new to this. We're what? True to this. That is the message that Iran has sent back. I said, Lord. They said, let us learn that you done sent something, you done got it on and popping. I promise you, you will regret it. Listen, that's what that man said. The Iran leader said that their nation is not one to surrender. And they said that if they learn of the U.S. playing a part in any of this, there will be irreparable damage done. Y'all hear me? That man said, listen, let us learn. U.S., let us learn that y'all done threw a bone in the mix. Let us learn y'all done threw a firecracker. Just let us learn that y'all done anything. I promise you. I promise. Listen, this is what that fool said. Crazy as a Bessie bug. What they say? Them folks say crazy as a Bessie bug. Good morning, just say when. This fool, what his name is? His name, Atola Ali. Y'all know Ali, Atola Ali. Atola Ali said, listen, don't let us find out, U.S., that y'all doing more than just talking. Let us find out. And y'all think about, as we talk about just immigration and how the previous administration have let anybody, they mama, they daddy, they godmama, they niece, they nephew, y'all know he was letting everybody in. The dog, the cat, the rat, the parrot, he was letting everybody in. Everybody was able to get in. Y'all, we don't know who the freak we working on the side of. Really think about it. We don't know who we in on the side of at the bank, in a grocery store, at the Costco, the Sam's, the mall, because we got everybody. We got some of everybody here. There is some of everybody here in the USA. And there's a word for that, like where they'll have like these people that are here that's really low key, y'all, not for us, but they undercover. They just waiting for that phone call. Y'all, we came to learn how that works with 9/11. Y'all, the people have been posted over in the USA for a little minute, doing their little training, learning how to fly planes. I was like, what, when that popped off with 9/11, I was I was like in my early 20s. I remember when it happened. I was what? It was before I had kids and got married, so I was like 22. Y'all remember that? Them fools, they was trained over here on U.S. soil to get it on and popping on U.S. soil. Ain't that some ish? That's some ish right there. When they go to your home area and get the training that they need to blow your ish up, your spot up. Y'all, back down memory lane. This is what we're doing. We're going back down memory lane. This happens. What I'm saying is that we don't know who's on the side of us. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know who's on the side of us. That's just the moral of the story. No matter whatever centered around 9/11 was fact, fiction, faux, whatever. We don't know who's here. And remember, Trump was talking about that when he was going for Harvard and asking for them to give him a list of the names of all of those foreign students who were at the schools, because he said, I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see something. I want to know who's here. Do you all want to know who's here? Who's in your home? Who's in your country? Because right now it will behoove us to know that information. Because that man, the way he's talking like, listen, don't think you untouchable. Don't think you untouchable. Don't think that we ain't got workers out here in these streets. Don't think we ain't got hitters. Y'all, when you gotta be able to peep game. Like, listen, just cause everybody ain't slow. Everybody ain't slow. Everybody money don't look the same, but everybody ain't slow. This man is like, listen, try me if you want to, because we ready. We gonna pop out. And it's gonna be irreparable damage. How Trump said, yo, you better surrender. We need you. What he said, surrender unconditionally. That man said, hell no, we ain't. And then I got a message for you. I got a message for you. Any military intervention on your part, yours, the American people, the US, you will experience undoubtedly irreparable damage. What does that mean? I'm gonna let that marinate for y'all while I focus on this damn road. Y'all, what does that mean? What does irreparable damage mean? That's what that man said. That's just what he said. He's the Iran supreme leader. Ayatollah Ali. Ayatollah Ali said that US, y'all can get it on and popping if you want to. You can think fat meat ain't greasy if you want to. But I promise you, US, any military intervention, y'all, they already feeding the people steaks and lobster. From my little research, steak and lobster meaning that we about to be boots on the ground. Y'all let me know. Have any of y'all in here had the steak and lobster experience in the military? And it wasn't on a holiday. It wasn't on a holiday. What does steak and lobster mean to you? Because clearly it's a different meaning for different people in different groups. Because I wasn't aware of this meaning for the military until last night. I was not aware of the steak and the lobster meaning, but I'm aware now. I am aware now. I'm aware now. Them Iranian like, oh, okay, we hear y'all over there feeding them steak and lobster. Listen, they probably aware now too. They like, oh shit, they feeding them steak and lobster. Oh, they trying to do something. Ali said, y'all, this what y'all doing today? Y'all got steak and lobster on the menu today? Oh, okay. They even know what the steak and lobster mean. Am I the last to know? Listen, that man, he probably seen old girl TikTok too, like, oh shit, she over there eating good. That girl was throwing down in her car, talking about, y'all, look what they fed us today. Steak and lobster. They got the hush puppies. We got the potatoes. We got a little fruit cup situation right here. Y'all think Iran ain't learned about that steak and lobster meal? These fools ain't these ain't no dumb slow people. These are not dumb slow. Don't get it twisted. Y'all don't ever think that money do lesson for today. Welcome, honor students. If you're a subscriber to this channel, you are affectionately known as an honor student, because over here we ask questions, we seek out answers, we open up our minds, we listen, we listen, and we don't judge. Heavy on the listening. Listen, now that judgment part, damn it, depends on what day it is. Depends on what day it is. But what I'm saying, the message is, y'all, don't ever think that just because your resources are better, your money is longer, that you're smarter. Don't think that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Because that man, for him to be sending out that message, he already he knows he's not dumb. He's like, okay, President Trump haven't gotten on the platform to say the US is in war, going to war, but these people, they've experienced wars. This ain't their first time at the rodeo. They know certain talking points, language, movement. Y'all, last week, them people came out and said, listen, we know US hands is in this, because we know that Israel wouldn't have even been able to get it on and popping like that if the US hands wasn't in this. They said that. So they've been calling us to the front of the congregation for like a week now. They be like, listen, we know that your head is in a cookie jar. Don't be throwing, what they say, throw rocks and hide hands. They say, US, don't be throwing rocks and hiding your hands now. Don't be throwing rocks and hiding your hands now. We see you. Just because we out here in flip flops and hajibs all year round, even in the summer. Don't think that we don't see what's going on. We don't see what's going on. And next thing you know, our people getting fed steak and lobster, surf and turf. They surfing and turfing on the military base. And the hell, last time you had you a surf and turf. You ain't gonna probably look at surf and turf the same way. You go to a restaurant, sir, we got the surf and turf. Where your hamburger and fries? You got hot dogs. Ain't nobody trying to F with a surf and turf. How do you eat a surf and turf without thinking of these people? I ain't gonna never look at a surf and turf the same. I promise you that. I promise you that. It hits different now. It's just like, damn, nah, I pass. Y'all got fish sticks. What else? Y'all got some tater tots, some bologna cold cuts. What y'all got? I don't want no surf and turf. I can't do it right now. So I can't do it right now. I can't do it right now. But these are the times like that we were in. It's real. And then we got the legal, the immigration is all out of control. It's all out of whack. So we don't really know who over here, who on the side of us, while we talking, doing whatever, talking the most, saying, well, we gonna throwing our weight. And y'all know this is We Are the World over here in the USA. We got some of everybody over here. It's real, it's some of everything, you all. It's some of everything over here. But everybody hasn't been cleared to be over here. That's the thing. People who weren't born over here, we got a lot of people who weren't born over here. They came over here illegally, which means when I say they weren't cleared to be over here, where there were proper checks done prior to approving for them to come over here and call the U.S. home. That's the entire problem. I don't know anybody personally to where I've talked to them and they told me exactly how their immigration experience went with coming over here and becoming a U.S. citizen. I know a lot of people who waited for years, but I'm going to say that part of it was like trying to do a pretty good, like some type of background type check. What you been doing over there in your country? We trying to see something. Answer these questions right here. Okay, you answered this way on this question, but you answered this way on that question. Can you explain? Can you elaborate? You see what I'm saying? You trying to see something. I say smart people ask questions. We trying to see something. So that's the trying to see something process when people are trying to come over to the US. You trying to see something. You asking questions, asking all them questions. Because it can save lives when you get to asking questions, right? So we got a lot of people over here to where there was no questions asked. And they're here. And then we got people who we're at odds with in other countries talking about nuck if you buck. You know what I'm saying? Where they already got here, they got people out here. We don't know who they are. They're blended in. They're just waiting. They just waiting on that phone call. Waiting on that pigeon in the sky with a letter, whatever. However they waiting. They waiting. They know the cues. They know, okay, the signs of when it's time to execute. It's preparation. Planning goes into place. US, we have military. We're not the only country that have people who are willing to put their lives on the line for what they believe in their country. We're just one of many nations who do that. We're one of many nations who do that. I'm hearing this debate on whether or not, you all can let me know in the chat your thoughts. Does Iran have nuclear bombs? Because 1 minute I was hearing yes, and then I started hearing no. What Tulsi Gabbard, she spoke what they said in March to Congress or whoever, and she was just like, Iran don't have nuclear bombs. I believe that was her stance. She was like, they don't have nuclear bombs. And they asked President Trump, I don't know, it might have been yesterday, his thoughts on that. He was like, ain't nobody trying to hear what the hell she trying to say. I said, Lord Jesus, fix it. Fix it, Lord Jesus, fix it. He basically ain't nobody trying to hear what the hell she trying to say because she didn't get a seat at the table to an invite of something that's popping off. They didn't invite her. I don't know if it was probably centered around the discussions of the U.S. stance when it comes to this war stuff. But that woman with a Tosi Gap, y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. She's from Hawaii. I think she's from Hawaii. She's a former, I think she's a vet as well. But she was saying like, no, they ain't got no nuclear bombs. But Trump likes the hell they do. Like, what the hell they do? The hell you say? See, that's why you ain't got a seat at the table. You know you ain't getting invited. You not getting invited. Y'all, I'm like, Lord, what we doing? What we doing? I just know we feeding the people steak and lobster. I don't know nothing else. I don't know else. I don't know nothing else. I just know what the last meal was. I just know what they ate yesterday. That's all I know. I just know what they ate. I don't know why they ate it, but I just know what they ate, and I'm trying to learn why they eating that way. I'm trying to learn why are they eating that way. Is the meaning true that when you eat good like that, this is like, shall we hear all this training, all this money we invested in you, that time is here. The time is here. Your belly finna be full. I seen in comments what somebody was saying when they're deployed also for the week or something like that, they was eating good like that. Y'all let me know. Any vets in here? They were like, yeah, when we were doing you're deployed or when we was deployed, like every day they was feeding us, they were feeding us good like that every day because you don't really know when is your last meal. So from a logical perspective, this whole thing, like it makes sense, you know, with what I'm hearing as far as with the meaning behind it, it makes sense. But y'all, it's just something that I'd never heard before. And it's just like, wow, I ain't never even seen that played out in movies. Y'all know how sometimes, like a lot of times, like that real life stuff, like you see it in movies, you might see it in movies first. Because on this channel, I talk about, listen, y'all, don't think that while you Netflixing and chilling, you at the AMC, NCG, whatever that movie theater you at, and you just watching you a good film. Y'all don't just be too into it to where you're not giving thought that it can be real life, because a lot of times that's where it starts. It's the programming. They'll show it to you first in front of a screen to try to get you used to seeing it. So when you see it play out in real life, it's not gonna be like as extreme or dramatic, because it's like, damn, I've seen this before. You know what I'm saying? They prepped you. They prepped you through Hollywood. But they prepped you in a way to where it's just like you just thought, oh shit, this crazy as hell. That crazy as hell. They got these flying cars and stuff. This crazy as hell. But they're prepping you and conditioning you for when it's to come, because a lot of times it's already here. Whatever you're seeing that you ain't never seen before, it's been done somewhere. You just ain't seen that ish pop off. But somebody else probably didn't seen it. They playing around with, they're experimenting with it. So with this whole Last Supper type situation, I only have seen it in the movie centered around like somebody who on death row. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't ever seen it associated with like the military. So I'm like, damn, we here. Please like the video, like, share, and subscribe. And listen, I'm just trying to understand. Please engage in the chat if you are a vet, if you were raised in a military family. Help me, help the people understand what's going on, what we're seeing. Is it real? Is it smoke and mirrors? Do our people, do our babies like have nothing to worry about? Because remember, I told y'all better follow me. I said on Saturday, I did the live stream to Trump, the birthday party, the slash 250 year anniversary of the military. They said that was also advertisement for the U.S. military. Listen, that's what them folks said. They was like, listen, we make this 45 million that we're investing in this experience is also advertisement for military, for people to join the military. Trump, them going and talking at the school what they just went, did I think Trump may have they spoke it at a school or with a military school. Was it one of the military schools? They was like, y'all, this is all by design because it's about to be all hands on deck. It is about to be all hands on deck. We are here. We are here. It's getting ugly. Even within the political, like within politics, within the Republican Party, they're fighting. Tulsi Gabbard, she was an appointment of Donald Trump. Like, and he didn't damn remember I brought up her name, and just as quick as they brought her name up, or what she said, he straight dismissed her. Like, she don't know that, like as though she wasn't even a part of the party or an appointee of his. The girls are fighting. I was watching Fox News this morning before getting to work, and they were talking about it, and the girls were fighting. I've seen the guys fighting. Like, people are at odds on this. Carson, what's that? Tucker Carlson. Tucker, he apparently has like a different point of view. He's not in support of Trump's stance on, y'all know who Tucker Carlson, they said Trump. Let me tell y'all about y'all Americans, y'all US, let me tell y'all about y'all president. They were like, what do you think? What do you think about Tucker Carlson and what he has? He said, ain't nobody caring about the hell he say until he get him a television show. We don't care what he has to say. I said that because y'all know that man did used to be on TV and he got fired. So now he got him on YouTube with me and everybody else. Tasha K. He said, oh, when he gets a television show, then I'll probably try to goddamn hear what he's trying to say. But till then, miss me with the bull is y'all. That's what that man said. I said, damn, Trump. Listen, Trump ain't trying to hear what nobody trying to say. If you ain't on, listen, if you ain't on the line with him, he like, F you. And he's like, listen, they asked him about talking with Iran because apparently Iran now trying to ring his line and want to talk and stuff. He told him, I heard him on, on with the Air Force One on the plane. He was like, before I tried, he was like, I ain't in the mood for negotiation right now. That's what that man said. He was like, I ain't in the mood. My feet hurt. Shit, my back hurt. Y'all know I just turned 79. Shit. My everything ache. I ain't in the mood. He was like, I'm not in the mood to be negotiating. I told them, I forewarned them before this even got popping. But no. So right now, I guess he like, listen, I'll pick up my phone line when I feel like it. In the meantime, it's off the hook. Y'all remember back in the day when you want to damn talk to somebody, you just put the damn phone, you just take it off the hook. Every time you try to call, y'all remember them days? Oh, you can unplug the phone off the wall. Now you can be on the line. It's still ringing. It ain't no busy signal. So Trump, listen, Trump giving them the busy signal. They getting the busy signal. He was like, his words was, I'm not in the mood to negotiate right now. I'm not in the mood. I ain't in the mood. I ain't feeling them. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Please double tap the screen, like the video. We are talking about just these U.S. streets, child. These U.S. streets, these Iranian streets, the Israel streets, like all the streets. All the streets. Everybody in distress. Everybody is in distress right now. It's not just a U.S. thing, an American thing. Everybody just kind of just getting it handed to them and just going through tough times right now. It was just yesterday that we was talking about, what was that, Iran and Ukraine. Now it's Iran and Israel. Like, what? Okay, Iran, y'all ain't tired. But they say, go lay down, go take a nap. Y'all ain't tired. Y'all ain't doing, y'all finding all this energy, like to just be just about it, just be at it with everybody. So it's just like, oh Lord. And then y'all know the U.S. got to be everybody's savior. We everybody's savior. So I guess Trump like, listen, we ain't got no dollars to be sending over there to y'all Israel, but listen, we got manpower. We send our people. We send our people because y'all with Ukraine, they was just giving them the money. True, what Biden was giving them trillions. They was definitely getting more money than what we was getting. Because when we was talking about, listen, I'm gonna need some. Can you put me something on little food, my own, some little, give me a little debit card. They was on the we ain't got it type tip. They was on like we ain't got it. But when Ukraine was like, listen, we need to hold something because we at war and Iran tripping. Biden like, all right, then how much you need? How much you need? Everybody else, the American people, we ain't got it. Ukraine on some. How much you need? All right, then I'ma cash app you. Give me 20 minutes. Let me put my clothes on. Y'all know they give me 20 minutes. Let me get myself together. When I get out the door, I'ma cash app you. They was getting the cash apps, the Zelles. But when we as American people, when we need what we need, like it's the money's not there. The money's not there. As the late Tupac said, that still rings true. We got money for war, but can't feed the poor. We always got money for war. When have we ever heard like conversation of war come up and then our government talk about, nah, we can't go that route because we ain't got it. We can't afford it. Our money ain't. Y'all, I ain't never heard that in all my 44 years. I ain't never even read about that. I've never heard where we don't enter into a fight because of financial reasons. But here in the US, you can get told no for things that we need, for things that you need because of financial reasons. We ain't got it. We don't have enough money. We can get told so easy. But these other countries, when they're in need and it's associated and it's affiliated with war, we always seem to be able to come through. Y'all notice that? Biden didn't tell Ukraine, no, like we in debt, we in the trillions. Because if we had 36 trillion now, more than 36 trillion. Ukraine wasn't told, well, we got all this debt. We really ain't got it because when you in the trillions like that in debt, you don't have it. Like I don't know what don't got to mean when you got debt like that. You really don't have it. But we still come through and give it when it comes to other people, whether wars or illegal immigrants that come into the U.S. and need or want resources. We always seem to come through. But for those of us who are tax-paying citizens, there's far too many times to where our government does not come through for us when we're in need. And we see that play out through our homelessness. And much of our homelessness, a large percentage of those who are homeless are vets. Make that make sense. So we don't have money to be able to pour into these people who were on the front line getting the steak and the lobster, those who survived. But even though physically they survived, mentally they didn't. Mentally it's gone. Mentally they're still in Iraq, Afghanistan, wherever they were at, they're gone. But there's no money to help them out. This that stuff I be talking about, y'all. It's that stuff I be talking about. I be trying to understand. That's why I get online. I go live. I say, y'all, when I'm trying to understand, I go live because a lot of this stuff it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It is not unfair. And it's unfair. We can find money for just all this other stuff, but we can't find money for what really matters, which are the American people. There, how do they say what the richest country? How we get into the money like that? But though our homelessness is what it is, make it make sense. Like the math ain't math, and where the money? Where's the moolah? Like, where is it? Like, I'm trying to see something, y'all. I'm trying to see something. Where is the money? Where is the money? Because the math isn't mathing. It ain't mathing, y'all. We got all this money. We the USA. USA. We can come through and help everybody, but we ain't got it to help our own. We got to have these budget cuts and this and that, but we can fork it out and dish it out and send it to everybody else. Okay. Okay. If you say so. If you say so. So, um, Trump, like I said, I have not heard him outright come out and say right now. I don't think it has been announced as far as with the US like official involvement, like where as far as us like taking action. It's to me it's been kind of these little subliminals, these comments made to where when you reading between the lines. And as the Iran, in Iran, the leader was like, yo, like, we see you. You not coming out right saying it. We see you. We don't really have proof yet of what you're doing, but based on the writing on the wall, we see that you have some involvement. But once we see the U.S. military presence, then the game changes. The game changes once we start seeing U.S. military. When will they start seeing U.S. military? Because it's getting bad over there. It's getting very bad over there. And Iran knows it. Israel right now is looking like Israel is getting the best of Iran. I think I seen that they had bombed the facility where the nuclear, like the facility where they maybe were creating or making the bombs, whatever. Yeah, it's bad. I've seen images like who was that? Anderson Cooper is right now, and he's in Jordan right now, and he's broadcasting. But it's just not safe out there. Like, I don't know you all where right now in the world is just safe. I'm like, hey, pack up and go there, because it's unrest like everywhere. It's unrest everywhere, and so many innocent people lose their lives, become a casualty, catch a stray as a result of the doings of just somebody else. Just just military. You sign up to be a part of military, you go to war, but that decision, it's not based off of it's not the military, the vets, the it's not their decisions, it's the decision of someone else. It's the decision of someone else. That's why it's so important, when we're choosing our leaders, that we're thinking about that. This is the person who we selected as a collective to represent us. This is a person to where when we voted, we said, okay, we trust in your decision making. When things get funky, when ish get funky, like, we trust that you gonna do. We listen. We got your back. We on the line. Like, this is what goes into like your vote. Like, this should be like your thought process. Is this someone who's like quick to jump to a war versus nah? So all of that makes a difference. All of that makes a difference when you're at the polls and you're making a decision on who you want to vote for. Because right now, President Trump, he's our leader. He's the leader of the U.S. So we're going off of whatever he his what do you want to do? If he say jump, basically you on this. Okay, how high? Like, that's how it works. That's how it works. And I personally don't find Trump to be a person who is quick to go to war. Just looking at just as he ran our country before, like, we haven't just I don't think we've been to war at all since he's led us. So he's not someone who's like trigger happy or quick to go to war. But right now, the energy that he has is kind of in lines of, all right, then we gotta do what we gotta do. Like if we gonna have to do this, we just gonna have to do what we gotta do. So that's kind of what the energy he has, even though he hasn't outright come out and said what that is. But we're seeing the writing on the wall that is leading to that. Good morning, Dr. J. Is leading to that. Good morning, those of you who've entered the chat. Good morning, welcome. Please double tap the screen, like the video. We're just talking about just the U.S., Israel, Iran, the war that they're in, Israel and Iran. Iran coming out saying that because Trump sent a message to Iran saying basically surrender unconditionally. And the way I interpret that is, listen, I just need for you to surrender. It ain't nothing to be trying to negotiate. We ain't doing all of that. I just need for you to stand down, back down, sit down, and that's on that. Iran's leader came back and was like, no, like, what you talking about? This is not what we do. This is not what the Iran people do. You better get into our history. Oh, and if we learn that the U.S. military hand is in any of this ish, you will, what did he call it? He said irreparable damage. The USA, will receive irreparable damage. And he was like, and we don't make threats. That's not what the Iran people do. We don't make threats. Check our history. We don't make threats. So we stand on business. And I'm telling you, that was the message, his message back to Trump. Y'all know these people be out here crazy. Y'all know folks crazy. Trump ain't the only crazy one. We got a lot of people that just be like, all right, then what? Like, Trump's not the only one that's willing to stand on business. And that's the scary part. So now we got military eating surf and turf. Eating surf and turf over the weekend. Lord Jesus. Doing TikTok videos. Talking about we eating good up in here. Because hell, they don't know. It's their first time at the rodeo. They don't know. They like, this how we do it in the military. It's the birthday. This is they don't know. So people in the comments like, little sis, let me tell you a little something. Have a seat. So they're learning from the internet, like meaning behind this. When you're fed surf and turfs, which is steak and lobster, they're learning this from the comments of their internet content. So the question is, two questions. Will the US go to war? And then the second question, when will the US go to war? Because some people like, sis, it ain't no will. It's a matter of when. It's a matter of when. Not if, but when. When. Let me know in the comments when y'all think it's gonna pop off. Because right now, it's June. Is it the 18th? Wow, it's already mid-June. It's like I feel like we just entered June. It is going to be the 4th of July soon. Y'all think by the 4th of July it's going to be on and popping? Because that's when he's trying to get that big, beautiful bill passed by Senate. So y'all think, okay, so we got a lot going on. So let's talk about the 4th of July. We got the big, beautiful bill that President Trump wants to get passed through the Senate. We got the Diddy trial where Diddy hoping that they open up them doors and let his ass out so he can get back out here in these U.S. streets and run amok. And then we got the conversation around war. Independence Day gonna hit different this year, y'all. Independence Day gonna hit different. That's all I'm saying. Independence Day is going to hit different for 2025. It is definitely going to be a year to remember. We are living through historical moments. If you still have breath in your lungs, you are living through historical moments. Me as a content creator, I am capturing a lot of it just because I'm a content creator and I talk politics. But these are historical moments that we are living through, which means that this ish will one day be studied and talked about by those to come in the future. Our children's children, our children's children's children. Y'all see what I'm saying? This is that. This is that, to where when if if you live long enough and say 20, 30 years and you're a senior and you have grandbabies, great grandbabies, great great grandbabies, you will be able to tell them your story. This is your experience. And you know that the way they tell it, it ain't gonna be the way you tell it. And when I say they, mainstream, the powers that be, y'all know their version is always different from the truth. Y'all know when you know, you know. I saw that in black and white when I went to the museums in DC during spring break. When I went to the African American Museum, their version of the story is going to be different from your version, our version, the truth. So that's why you have to just take this in and be prepared to one day tell your offsprings what had happened. So when they come home, grandma, grandpa, we learned about this at school. They said in 2025, it went out that. No, no, no. Come on, little one. Have a seat. Let me talk to you. Let me show you something. See, I got footage. I can be on some, let me show you something type of stuff because it's documented what I do. Some of you may not have things documented and some of you will. But that's where you come in, where you have to tell them what really happened, what really popped off, how it really went down, how it really went down. Because what they say, when you don't know your history, somebody will have no problem telling it for you. They're like, oh, you don't know your history? That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just say this. Just say this. This is what happened. This is your story. Oh, this is my story? Oh, I didn't know it went like, yeah, that's your story. Hell, you don't damn know because you don't know otherwise. That's why you need to talk to your family, talk to your loved ones, learn your history, ask questions, asking all them questions because you need to know. Because if you don't know, when somebody starts telling you another a version or whatever version they tell you, you don't know if they lying. You just like, oh, okay, that's what happened. And I got a taste of that when I went to when I was in DC during spring break at the African American Museum. When they talked about the Oklahoma, the with the Black Wall Street and how that got burnt down. And it was saying, yeah, that was burnt down because of there was a protest from a protest that went wrong. And then my mom was like, no, 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 that ain't how that issue went down. I said, we're talking about right here. It was a protest. She said, it wasn't no damn protest. Them white folks came in and burnt that ish down. That wasn't no pro. So they've been using protests and riots interchangeably for a long time, y'all. There's a difference. But folks been trying to play with using those words like interchangeably. Get to know the difference. Get to know the difference. So that was my example of me reading a story and reading how it was depicted and someone saying, no, let me hold on. Let me tell you, come let me holler at you. That ain't how the hell it happened. It didn't go down like that. And so I was happy to hear that, like, wow, that's not okay. So that's why it's important for us to know like the real story, what really happened, how it really went down. So we can tell the next person, each one teach one. Because the importance of knowing your history is that it helps to not repeat it. Because you run the risk of repeating history when you didn't know your history. Like you didn't know that already popped off and it didn't work, it didn't end well. So you're like, oh shit, let me not do that again. But if you didn't know that that had transpired and you thinking you got you an idea and about to do this and it don't work out well, if you knew your history, you would already knew how it was going to work out, that it wasn't going to work out well because somebody, they did it before and it didn't work out. Like slavery. Okay, we had slavery before. Slavery, it didn't work out for black people. It worked out for white folks. I mean, because hell, they got this rich ass nation. They still leaps and bounds above us when it comes to wealth. It didn't work out for us. So do y'all think that us people that look like me could ever get caught up in a situation like that again? Shit. I'm gonna tell you that ish ain't popping up. It ain't going down like that. We gonna have our World War 15. Y'all know we start our own war. Y'all know what them trying to do again with the black folk, what they non-black folks know that with the black people today, y'all already know better. Like, oh hell no, these some different type of black folks today. They built different. Oh hell no, that ish ain't finna pop off like that. Like I keep hearing like where the Hispanic people